And we're recording. What's good, everybody? Episode 13. Back. Black as ever.
Look at us, 13. We're
13.
Hey.
Yeah, we podcasters now. You feel me?
Okay.
YouTube subscribers got our podcast subscribers. We niggas subscribing to the real because that's what we are. You feel me? XC's podcast, man. We back.
What it do?
Alive with it. Episode 13. This is gonna be a fun one, y'all. I'm excited to get into all the topics, but one topic in particular for sure. We got a couple for y'all. We're gonna start off with what am I doing? Thank y'all again. Before we start, make sure y'all follow us on the Instagram, XC's podcast, one word _ bing bing bing, as well as subscribe to the YouTube page. Subscribe if you haven't.
To the YouTube page is the main thing, and listen to us on the podcast and like on those platforms as well. And you can follow us on TikTok.
If you're a TikToker,
yeah,
got your little clips, and but again, main thing is the main thing, which is subscribe on the YouTube. We appreciate all the likes, the subscribe, and it's free, y'all. Even if you don't be on YouTube, you got a page, just subscribe and then get off. Simple. But again, my name is Leek, and that is Miss.
It's Tay, DJ E Fries. It's ooh,
I'll be back again with another episode for y'all. You feel me? You know, life been a little blah. You feel me? We was trying to find all these topics, and it's like so much celebrity, blah blah blah. Yeah. So this episode again, still gonna be a great episode.
Actually, there's a lot going on, but it's mainly depressing, and
actually is
stuff we don't want to talk about because it's not fun.
Right. Yeah, I ain't come here for no damn depressing stories. So let's get it cracking. You feel me? We are gonna start off with the mess that is still Keke Palmer and the father for child's relation. I don't even know if it's real. I mean, yeah, it's kind of really going into them. I've seen that her and Usher.
Oh, they're done now.
Yeah, no, they're not together now. Her and Usher baby, Mr. Usher Raymond himself, Mr. Messy Boots, I'm gonna start calling him. Came out with a song.
I'm like, what is the Usher hive? What is the Usher like group? Because I'm definitely part of that. Just because, like, shout out to Usher because he's the shit. He really is. Just because.
He definitely is.
The fact that he was able to do this, the whole Keke Palmer thing aside, him in the video and being able to shout out to his own videos and like you can watch them and just be able to recognize, like, I remember that video, and he's really the GOAT. He's really Beyonce's like peer. Like I feel like that's Usher, Beyonce, like they're you know,
paying homage to yourself in your own video is nuts. Like I said, paying homage to yourself in your own video is nuts. Like that's all great.
And how lucky is Keke Palmer? Because as a woman as well, like I would want to be Usher in the video as well because, like, yeah.
That is hilarious, but
for real, if you watch the videos, you're like, I want to be Usher in the club, like situation.
I was about to say you don't have to call. Definitely, it was a video that we was in our living rooms dancing to, trying to do the choreography, singing that song. No one was there to call us at that age because we were kids. But great song. Now at this thing, we brought that up, y'all, because it was very interesting. That whole debate was like, is this messy for them to do that?
Is she petty? It was this corny.
I think it's all of the above. But if homeboy would have never said anything, she does not go on this run like this and capitalize off it. Like the fact that it came to
said nothing, none of this would have been happening. Don't talk nothing, won't get nothing.
This is another thing though, that now that we're talking about this, I love how we'll talk about something on the phone and be like, we're gonna talk about it on the podcast. Then the podcast happens, I'm like, now that I think about it, because we obviously not gonna talk about the full thing on the phone. I'm like, that was not to say that their relationship wasn't strong, but to be the breaking point of them not being together and raising that child together as a couple. I'm like, that's pretty interesting. Like, were y'all already on thin ice?
I feel like they were already. They had to already.
Y'all already on thin ice.
For you to even go online to try to embarrass her, it seems like you could you not text her? Did she block you or something? Like, was she like that? That's why I feel like they were already on. They had issues or whatever, and this made it explode. But you shouldn't have said nothing because it's just what was the point? Because you're trying. Why did you try to embarrass your baby mama? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
Who knows what could have been if y'all would have continued on and nothing was said? You know who she could have been,
I know
Mrs.
you're hurting though, because this is embarrassing. Like he has to be so embarrassed at this point because the fact that he got mad because she was at, yeah, yeah.
Intermission.
I didn't know you cooked, but I ordered Chinese food on my way home, so Chinese food. Let's listen to my food.
Okay.
Hey, Life
But
Rapper
yeah.
Show. Wait, we back at it. Chinese food for dinner.
I got 2 dinners.
You lit.
But yeah,
Send them to the mark.
so this is just his karma. This is what he gets. Even though he must be very embarrassed at the situation and have to deal with this.
He probably still got some women in his DM saying some that like it or think he's cute. Nobody knew who he was. Another thing, it be happening. But majority.
But why would you even want to mess with him? Like he has a whole new kid. Like why would you? Why as a woman would you even want?
We'll get into that later.
And it's not like he got money. He wasn't the one that.
We'll get into that later, right?
Yeah. So.
And everybody in California, it's raining really heavy. Stay safe. Drive safe. Don't be outside if you don't have to be because it's raining a lot. Yeah. I think Usher even, I thought it was Keke Palmer's song. The fact that it's Usher's song, maybe he was going to drop that video the whole time, but I feel like that he really pulled that out his behind and was like, why not do it? It's fun. Keke, come on. It's like, Usher, like, go.
They're just like, how
I was like, this better not be on his album.
This moment.
Right.
What album? Usher's coming out in an album? Well, I guess so. Mm-hmm. Right.
Because he got that song, he got like 2 other songs he dropped this year. So, album mode. But nah, I think it's petty, but who cares? That's what happens when you kind of were petty in the sense by opening your mouth and saying, you can voice your opinion, but that was a petty way to do it. And you're doing it with someone that's famous, so, and it's Keke Palmer. It's not like it's it's Keke Palmer, so I'm not even surprised that she's going ham like this. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that was our little Keke Palmer segment.
I know, because we talked about her so much already, so.
Yeah, I was like, I'm talking about, literally, as we were talking, like, damn, we tackled this for a hot minute, actually, so I'll let you carry it.
I've been said.
Facts. Sorry, you can get the next topic. I know you.
Okay. All right. What's his name? This guy's name, is it Michael? Okay, but the guy from the whole Blind Side.
I want to say it's Michael Oher, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, yeah, Michael Oher. He was the main character from The Blind Side that the movie was based on. Correct. And that was the movie with Sandra Bland. What's her name? Sandra
Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
From a lot of movies, yo.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock. Yeah. That's one of the girls. I like her. But yeah, so they were, the whole real story was coming out saying that the mom or the actual lady who like adopted him basically was just taking all this money from him, and they put him into a conservatorship and not an adoption. But he was 18. So they were saying, so I seen a thing that said that he knew it was a conservatorship because he was 18. But he didn't know what a conservatorship really was. And they had a lawyer that worked with them for the movie. But they also had their own separate lawyer that was like working on their behalf and making sure that they got paid, and because he was under this conservatorship, they could control his money. So I think that they really didn't give him any money from the movie. And then some people are saying like it's okay because he's part of the NFL, so he got money that way. But then it's also, y'all just made this whole movie off him. And one of the main things that's really messed up about the situation is that they made him seem like he was slow in that movie.
They
Like
did.
they
I
made
remember
him
watching that
seem
at
like
school.
he had like a mental delay, or like he just wasn't intelligent at all. And I know nothing about sports, but they're saying that the position that he plays, you have to have like a certain level of intelligence to do it just in general. But then it's just the fact that it's a white savior complex movie is what it is. It's
For
just,
sure.
oh, white people coming in to save this, uneducated black man story. That's it's offensive, really. But yeah, he ain't make no money off of it.
But it's crazy because Sandra Bullock is one of the top women actresses that's been.
But they don't have the whole connecting her. Like, yes, she was played the part in the
Oh,
movie,
no, no,
but
no,
I
no, no,
don't
no.
think they
I
have
wasn't.
the
No, no, no,
actual.
no, no. I wasn't. No, I'm
Yeah,
saying like. I'm saying like the way them parents probably ate from that film because Sandra Bullock was in the
yeah,
film. Like that movie was pretty big. Like that probably grossed a
yeah.
lot of money. Like they showed that in high school a lot. Like that. I had to see the movie like 4 times in high school. No
Why is
lie.
that even a movie that they would show? And like, for what? What do we need to learn from that?
I watched that. I watched that movie in in my sports one of my sports
I'm like, was
classes.
it? I know some stupid ass sports class. Because why? But for what? Still,
Can't keep showing the
like,
Mighty
aren't there
Ducks.
sports
Like
documentaries? Like, y'all would not have to watch
I
that
don't
movie.
even know. Not in high school. Mighty Ducks, Blindside, or like I don't even know.
Okay.
Blindside was one of them. And clearly, yeah, they kept trying to tie Sandra Bullock to it. I'm like, in my head, if Sandra Bullock knew the backstory, I don't think she does that movie. I mean, and the
And
parents are
apparently,
horrible.
she has a black adopted child.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't dig that deep into it. I was just like, I think it's crazy that like he's been out of the NFL. There's been a thing like he's out of it. And the fact that it's coming to light now is wild. Like,
But they apparently he thought what a conservatorship was, just because he was saying that it was like a formality because he's already part of their family. So they were telling him like, this is a way to just make it on paper that you are part of our family. When a conservatorship is not anything like an adoption, that's more of a just they can control like any like your medical stuff, your finances and stuff like that. So those are just two different things. And the whole conservatorship conversation is crazy because I'm going to go into,
mm,
conspiracy theory land right now with the whole Britney Spears thing. Because I do follow some of those like free Britney pages, or just like YouTube people that break down the different stuff that's going on. And they are talking about,
I laugh because you said free Britney.
yeah.
Free Britney's hilarious. Go ahead.
It's crazy because like for years it was a
Well, no,
very
that shit is serious, but
it
I
was a
never knew it
very
was free.
fringe thing. Like people were
Yeah.
out here protesting, and everyone was looking at them crazy because you're just like, what are you talking about? But and then now that is freed and having of these videos on Instagram and stuff, and now people are just like, oh, put her back because like obviously she's crazy. And I'm just like, I don't the thing that bothers me is how do you go from a person who was performing like on a daily basis, like on a I think she was in Vegas for a while, like with the Regency or whatever, and performing on a daily basis for like a couple years, and we've seen interviews of her, we've seen her as she like we've seen her for years before all of this happens to how she is now. And that whole time she's been in the conservatorship because I feel like those people had to make that happen to her. And the way that and just hearing when she does the interviews, not the
Right.
interviews, but when she was like in court and her statements from like they are coherent, like they sound completely coherent, not like gibberish. Like it sounds like she knows what she's talking about. So it's confusing to me. the whole thing. But the big thing that's been coming up is about her wedding, and they're saying that the wedding
Mm.
didn't happen. And one of the main things that was sketchy to me was the story about how Vogue ran a story about like all this jewelry and stuff that they said that she was wearing at this wedding, and you look at the pictures at the wedding, and she wasn't wearing like any jewelry or anything like that. And the pictures they had very like random celebrities like Selena Gomez and what was her name, Madonna, and what was the girl Kelly? No, not the one who has a talk show. She's always like holding people's hand and like all up in their face. What's her name?
Kelly Clarkson?
Drew Barrymore. Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
Barrymore does have a talk show.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
So yeah, they were all there, but then they have interviews about talking about the wedding, and I don't know, their interviews just seem very like they didn't really understand what was going on. And then some of the pictures at the wedding, there's people in the background of the pictures that are like wearing normal clothes and kind of taking pictures of like it's very weird. It's very weird. And then I remember the day of the wedding, apparently like her ex-husband or something was like rushing through the wedding place and was like, where's Brittney? Like she's not here, like looking for her. He was like, this is all fake. Like he was saying that like, and you could see some of these pictures are like Photoshop, because the pictures of Madonna, like they'll have that she's in the same exact pose in just different places. And if you put the pictures over each other, they are literally the same exact pose. So they just like copied them. Like it's weird. And Hollywood is very weird. And I do be watching those videos. Like I'm not Illuminati person, because I don't understand the terminology that a lot of people use. But when I see like actual things that I'm just like, it's not adding up. Because why would y'all do that? Like, why would y'all have to edit these photos and do all of that?
Yeah, because I'm like, what are they trying to hide? I felt like I definitely heard about the ex-husband situation. I remember hearing that, but I didn't dig into like why is he there, blah 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 blah. Because if I would have looked into that, then that brings up that it was a hoax. So not a hoax, but it was fake. And that Madonna thing is very interesting.
It's
The same pose in the
weird.
spot
It's
situation.
just so
It is
many
weird.
different things that go on with Britney Spears and that whole, and it's just stuff with celebrities. And like one of these stories came out that she was like at a restaurant screaming at people, and people will call the restaurant and saying like, oh, she wasn't here that day.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Yes, like I'm telling you, like there's conspiracy theories that they actually like offed her at some point and are just like putting up AIs and stuff of her. But I'm just like, I don't know what is going on. It's just very weird.
Or those can be all those videos that we're seeing. It's never live. All those could be old videos that she's been doing.
That's what they say. Like
It's very
I'm
interesting
super
that
worried.
now they're divorced. So we're gonna see how this really turns out. I feel like now it's like because he could be working with the parents when it came to that conservatorship. Like you don't know what's going on. Now she's free. We're finna see how it goes.
Yes.
Nah,
You
they
know,
about to be making me
little
tune into.
baby me had a blonde wig walking around my house thinking I was Britney Spears. Like, and that's dead ass. Like, I was very much like a little Britney Spears stan. So I like to peep in and see like what's going on, and it's just crazy. Are you falling asleep?
Yo, I'm leaning my head back, looking at you, talking about this blonde wig. People are like, yo,
I
leak sleep.
definitely will tell you. Like my
Hey
thing will
guys,
tell you.
I've known Taylor for 10 plus years. I have never heard no shit like that. Sorry for
I
cursing.
am dead serious. So
People
serious.
are like, yo, is he asleep? Yo, she said blonde wig. If y'all ain't peep, it probably look like I was asleep. I'm like, this mother.
Because I
Here's
thought
a
you were
lie.
nodding off at other points already. So I was just like, hello.
No, I'm here. I brought my face because like that is shocking. All that Madonna. I heard everything you said. That's why I'm like I'm not gonna open my mouth. Oh my god, but like I'm like,
And
hey, bro.
a little research that I did, because I seen one of the pictures from the wedding, and I'm like, these people look like AI to me. And I tried to because there's a part of Google where you can like Google photos, And so I Googled one of the photos to see, like, this girl looks like AI to me. And anytime I would do her face, it wouldn't come, like, no searches would come up. But if you do,
Aren't you
like,
really
anybody,
doing?
huh?
Aren't you really doing detective work?
Yes. And if you do look up anybody else's face, like, I just went to my photos and took someone's picture and, like, did their face, like, it'll give you some similar faces. I was just like, what if this is a marker of AI? What if they're like, this person doesn't exist because it's AI? I'm just saying. You don't
But
know.
why fake that girl's marriage? Like,
I don't know. I I know the conservatorship was to, like, keep her under control so they could make money off of her. So they could make her perform, make her do albums. And even, like, there's a whole thing about her, one of her last albums, they don't even think that she sung on. For real, for real. They like, there's other girls who, like, had to sing a lot of her songs or whatever. So it is very weird. It's a whole thing. And I think it's valid, the whole conversation about what's going on with her. And I feel like there's another person on YouTube who kind of goes down, like, does research on all these different conservatorships, because they had one on, like, the guy Bam from what's that
yeah,
show? Yeah.
jackass.
And then he's been pulled around to all these different rehabs,
He
and
has. I've seen
there's
that.
these stories keeps coming out from, like, people in his family keep making up stories about him, basically, and then he comes out and, like, that's not true. And it's weird, like, the whole conservatorship in Hollywood is weird. Like, I feel like people are more going to just be like, oh, these people are just, like, drug addicts and there's something wrong with them. But I'm just like,
And like you said, the thing about Hollywood, that they'll definitely easily paint somebody as anything else. That
yeah, they love to paint people as crazy.
that's wild. I remember hearing that Bam stuff, and there was so many stories back to back. I'm like, yo, is he okay? I feel like I heard something like I could have sworn I heard something like he died before. I could have sworn I heard that. But it was
I
like,
know
no, he's
because
in.
he's done an interview with this girl. Because I be watching this.
And then
Like,
not even. It's
I
like I
don't
heard
like
it,
to
but then
get
I heard that he's
into
in.
crazy conspiracy stuff, because that's why I never got into the Illuminati type stuff. But I do think that and it's just to make money off of them, or to get their money that they have. Mm,
I don't know. I feel like I did hear something about that, and then like a day later, it was like, no, he's in rehab because I feel like people didn't know where he was at.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? That was the whole thing. And it was like a back and forth of rehab, out of rehab. And I was like, bro, is he okay? Like a show like that, I was like, maybe I understand if he was, because like Steve-O went through a whole thing. I don't know if it was like, I think it was rehab. He's like sober for so many, whatever many years, I think. Steve-O, he's another
Mm.
person in there. So it's like, I understand if one of them dudes from that show was like, we need help, blah, blah, blah. But it was the way they were going about it was mad weird. Like, yo, what the, like, you know what I'm saying?
Another little crazy story about you remember John and Kate plus 8?
Mm-hmm.
One of the kids on there, like, they did I think a documentary came out recently, but one of the kids on there, the mom basically sent him away to a camp for a couple years, basically saying that he had, like, mental issues. But basically, because he didn't want to film anymore, he didn't want to be on TV, and he was saying, he was telling people that his mom was abusing him, and even there was stories, she, like, wrote journals that came out that were published online, and she was to say, basically saying how she was abusing her, that one son, and she would do it basically to the one kid specifically. So, but she put him into, she, like, sent him away for a couple years. The dad didn't know where he was, and he had to, it's like someone was leaving, and he had them send, like, a letter to his dad to help him get him out. So that's the way that he got out, and now he lives with his dad, and only him and one of the other kids live with the dad, because she didn't like how the mom was treating her brother, and they don't talk to the other siblings at all anymore. So I'm just like, the stuff that fame will make you do. because she did that because she just wanted to really be on TV.
So was that like a child actor on the show then?
Yeah, because they were on TV basically since they were born. Because she was on there like pregnant. On there was different episodes,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
they were on the TV, and they would put them in situations that would stress them out. They would take them to, like, this whole family, and have them go to all these places, and like everyone is there, like it's for reality TV, so there needs to be some type of drama. So they're living like a manufactured little life, basically, until their dad was eventually didn't want to do it anymore. And then he wasn't trying to have them do it anymore. And then he actually like lost partial custody of them because she just wanted to be able to film with them, so she got like full custody or whatever. It's this stuff is weird. Like that's when like that's why I don't believe like the Illuminati stuff, because it's I don't the whole devil worship. Like, no, like it's just about money, and people are just weird and thirsty and hungry, and they'll do anything for it. So if that means pimping out, their daughter, like with Brittney Spears, and putting her on whatever she has to be to pump her or her up to just be on stage or do whatever, like that's what they're gonna do. If it's send your kid away because he doesn't want to be on film, or he's gonna say that I'm abusing him, then that's what I'm gonna do to make money. Like that's the evil stuff that they do. That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't know there was like a rabbit hole. I mean, I'm not surprised. I definitely was one of the heavy conspiracy people as a kid, especially with the Illuminati situation.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, that is a dark loophole that you going to be forever in
Because
that
like
thing.
with the Illuminati stuff, I just didn't like we're talking about spirits, and like I don't understand that stuff, because it just like I don't. What are you actually saying that they're doing? Like, even what was the term that sell your soul to the devil? Like I really that never made sense to me, because I'm like, what do you mean? But then when you're talking about people are doing things that are against their morals, and then they're doing it because of money, then I get that. That makes sense. These are words I understand. But like selling your soul to the devil, I don't understand that. So that's why I could never really understand the Illuminati stuff. But if you're just talking about like they do evil things, I think those type of things are evil.
Hollywood is definitely really weird. I don't even want to get into all that stuff, but like, though Dave Chappelle and why he quit his show and moved to Africa, like that whole interview he did, you know what I'm saying? Like, why he didn't record the episode, and like why Cat Williams, like I think Cat Williams spoke on it, like why he's bigger than he is, and like he despises all the comedians that didn't like dress up, and I think it was like as a woman.
And I
And
see
he said
that's
it has
another stuff that I'm just like, I don't believe all of that. Like I don't.
no, I don't. He just said like he's not gonna belittle himself for that, and like Hollywood. He
Okay.
said like
That's something that's against his morals. I understand, but I don't think that's
right.
like something that is morally wrong, like to wear a dress as a man. I don't think
Right,
that
right,
that's
right,
against his morals, and that's fine. I get that, but I don't think that's like some big, like, oh, they're trying to get every man to wear a skirt. Let me on, like I feel like a lot of the black male conspiracy theory YouTube that I will see would just be like, oh my god, this person is gay. Oh my god, this person is secretly in the closet. Jay-Z, or what's his name, Puffy's actually getting. It's just like, who cares? Like, I understand the part of the Puffy story of if you're saying that he abused like people like Justin Bieber when he was younger, or Usher when he was younger, because that was abusive, and that's you know child endangerment and stuff like that. I get that, but just to talk about him being gay, I don't care if it's true or not. I don't. That's none of my business. If he doesn't want to come out, then he doesn't have to.
Yeah, because when you think about it, when they talk about certain things and they're like, "Oh, Puffy did this and Puffy was gay," or Puffy had like a sex orgy party with dudes, I'm like, well, if he's gay, he's probably gonna do
If
that.
everyone's an adult, I don't
That's what I'm
care.
saying. I'm like, if he's gay, that's what he's going to do. Just because you assume he was straight, you seeing that is messing with your mind, and that's on
Mm,
you. But yeah, with the whole kids thing and that Usher thing and the whole like
that's messed up.
grooming him and
That stuff is
yeah, that I was like, is that true? Like you don't know, but you heard about it. And I think Usher confirmed
because
after Harry filmed it,
honestly,
like,
I do think it is very, very, very weird that all of our celebrities that we have out now, big names, they all been in this industry since they were kids. And I feel like that's very weird that these adults have so much access to kids like that. Like I feel like that is weird. And the same, I do like you can see it with R. Kelly as in there are parents that will offer their kids for this type of stuff, and that's also what we're talking about selling your soul to the devil. Like that's some evil stuff. I get that. Like these are actual actions. Like I hate the whole language of like can we say what they're actually doing? Selling your kids and saying you can do whatever you want to make them famous. That's messed up. And I feel like a lot of there's always, I mean, they always are coming out about this stuff. Like children who grew up in the industry are always coming out with this stuff, and they get pushed aside a lot of the times. But it's messed up.
Whenever you're ready to leave, you let me know.
Yes, I'm like in the thick of Hollywood.
In the thick of it. Taylor's like, I'm not in it, but I'm like, you're
I'm
near
not.
it.
No.
You're not in that industry. God bless. Anyway, that got kind of weird because conspiracy theories can get weird, but it's reality in Hollywood. It's really weird, and you
But they're
see
also
other stories. I don't know. It's like again, like you said, that Dave Chappelle thing. It wasn't even about like he didn't say anything about like, man, I'm not gay. I'm not doing that. He was like,
I
he's like,
know
it's weird.
Yeah.
His thing was like, I have 3 seasons of being hilarious. While all of a sudden y'all switching this stuff up and trying to push the agenda. Like, man, it'd be so much more fun if you do this. He's like, no, I'm not doing
His
it.
thing was, and that's even watching his comedy or the show. His thing was the way that white people are laughing at me is laughing at black people because you're making jokes that are making fun of black people. Like a lot, like there are some times when you are doing that. So and
You
then
have a
you
white
have a white
audience too.
audience.
Yeah, you have a white audience. Like black people love you, Dave, but I think he be admitting that too. Like he's like, I know I have a white audience. Like he says it.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians have white audiences.
But just being on something like Comedy Central is going to make you have a white audience for the like most part. But yeah, if you're trying to have those type of jokes, because he was talking about one specific joke about I think the fairy, the like black fairy or something like that. But it was just
But that
like
dropped. That dropped on that. Yeah, he wasn't. It's funny. He wasn't there. It was Charlie Murphy and rest in peace, Charlie Murphy and Donnell Rawlings. That remember they were there like hosting it for him while he was or whatever. Yeah, that was very interesting. He was like, I think it was like $50 million. He was about to pay him $50 million to get dressed up as a woman and blah blah blah. And he was like, when I said no, he's like, man, I never seen a script come so fast about something else. And Cole Williams said it too, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they just want to offer you more money to do that. What are they pushing? Who knows? It's not. Kids aren't growing up like, oh my god, I seen Kevin Hart in a dress and blah blah blah. So I don't know what they're
I
talking
don't
about.
think that does anything to your masculinity unless your masculinity revolves around what you wear. I don't know. Like I don't understand. Like I don't. I get that that's a personal thing, and if that's that you feel like that's disrespectful and you don't want to do that, then okay. But I just don't feel like someone is like there's an evil entity trying to put you in a dress. Like I'm sorry, I just don't.
I think what their whole issue was is why the hell do y'all care so much about me even doing this, or why y'all offering me so much
Yeah, I
money to
get if
push
you
their
say
agendas?
no and they're like, but you should do it. Like I would
That's
like
what that's
pressuring
literally.
you.
He was like, yeah, he said they asked him like almost for like a day, and he's like, yeah, what is wrong with y'all? Like no, and then, like he said, they
I
put
mean,
50 million.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's the whole thing. That was their pushing. It was like Mrs. Doubtfire and
I'm
Eddie
just like
Murphy and
not like a black man thing. That's what I'm just
no,
like.
no, it wasn't even a black man thing. It was just
Like,
like, right. He's just like, why are y'all trying to push this? I'm funny without it. And I'm just like, I sit there and be thinking, I'm like, I think I watched like a clip about it. And again, I'm not thinking about masculinity or gay or straight. I'm just looking at it like, but why, if these, even at Cat Williams, I'm like, y'all think all these people are so funny and they're successful. Why throw $100 million at somebody just to throw this on? And it's just like, it is random. And I
this
don't
has
like,
really got
I'm
me
not,
thinking about how many men be on the internet with wigs in general, like
do it
acting
for
as
free.
women. I'm just like, maybe
Doing
they're
it for
just like,
free.
this is funny. People like it because niggas be blowing up online just wearing a wig. So,
I'm like, right, they're doing it for free too.
I
Them
mean,
dudes like,
niggas
they
do
be like,
that
hell,
shit for
right.
free.
Them niggas like, all right. Like, if I'm Dave, I'm like, if you don't go find one of them kids that's over there pretending to be a woman and give them $50 million, leave me alone. I never done it. I don't want to. But yeah, nah. It's conspiracy theories are very interesting. Be cautioned when you guys go up and look up certain ones because you be on your laptop for hours. Like, what in the hell? Because
I love
so
going
like
on internet
even
down
Taylor
internet
Swift.
holes. I love going down internet holes. I just like, oh, now I'm looking at this and looking at this, and now I just have to do all the research and connect the
Hey,
dots.
I've
Because
been to some
I
good
was
internet
sitting here
holes.
researching with Brittney and her wedding. I was like, let me
See,
see
like
this.
stuff like that. I think those would be the worst ones where it's not mad scary or mad like darkish, like the
I can,
weird, like just the weird stuff. You be like, what the like that stuff. That's the stuff that get me, and it's not like like you're not terrified. You don't want to go sleep no nightmares, but it just make you think like, yo, what the fuck is going on with the world? Like, why are y'all like that? Like, imagine
there's
setting up a
something
fake
going
wedding.
on you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, those be the ones that just make you think like, nah, I'm good. Like, let me stay in my bubble at home in my room. Y'all are weird. Like, you'll never be put in that. But like, even you just talking about that. Even watching that Black Mirror episode with the first with the Joannes, with the like they recorded her life and they didn't know it. I'm like, hey, bro, that's weird. Like,
No, do you see those TikTok videos of the people who will put someone on their shirt that's working at a store, and they'll go to a store and they're just like, "Is that me on your shirt?" Like, or they'll.
that's so
I
what's
think that is
weird.
so creepy. Like, how creeped out would you be if someone walked in to where you work with your
Why are
whole
people
face
pranking
on
people
your
like
shirt?
that? That's why people pranking people like that is crazy. I'd be pissed. Like, yeah, but get the fuck out of my store. What the
Like, you're
hell?
going too far. That is creepy.
And the internet's weird. So there goes that. Anyway, we're gonna go back to a more positive. It's positive. It's our opinions. More laughable. What we saying how are we titling this little
I was like,
segment?
is it like dating in our like prospective cities, or just like dating so far in general?
Dating so far in general. Dating in your 20s. The dating pool nowadays. I feel like
Yes.
y'all be asking about that all the time, and we can kind of dabble with y'all with that. I don't mind it.
Mhm.
How we gonna start this off? For real.
Well,
Welcome, guys, to a little insight of how we've been dating and just dating in our 20s.
yeah,
Anyway,
it's crazy because this is really us just starting to first date in general because we've been together for so long. So we
a
didn't,
minute, y'all.
yeah, like when you could have been on the apps and stuff, like we were in high school, like we were already together since high school, so we weren't on apps or anything. So this
We a little slow
is
to the party, y'all. We're really late to the party. Here we are, 27, 28, trying to be like
I feel like
apps.
I'm like a 30-year-old woman who got out of divorce or something. But
Like 13 going on 30. Remember she turned 30, she was lost. Like, what the? Like
like
lost.
really,
Woke up out of a coma, like dating. It's hilarious.
the
But yeah,
problem with me is
I say, tell about your experiences so far. Go ahead.
my main problem is I don't see people on the internet as real like that. So I've never, even as like a kid just growing up online, like there's always been people like in MySpace or Facebook that's been like messaging you about stuff, but I was never a person that would respond. I was never a person that like talked to strangers on the internet. I don't know. I don't know if I was like very much stranger danger. Like I don't know you, but I was just. It was pretty much that. Like I don't know people. I don't know you. So why am I talking to you online? So for me to be trying to like the main reason I wanted to be on the apps is so I can be like, if you see me in person, speak. But niggas don't speak in person, and that's my main issue. Is that niggas really want to all just talk to you online, and I don't want to talk to you because I don't know you, and I don't really care about anything that you have to say because I don't know you that much. So like, I'm sorry. I just how you doing? I hate that question so much because like leave me alone. I'm here. So yeah, I hate that. I don't want to talk to y'all. I just want to go out. I just want to be invited out somewhere. So the the person that I was talking to the most is someone that I met in person. And then other than that,
Her pause is so funny, yo. She's about to snitch on herself. She said, how do I
no,
say
I'm
this?
just saying the person that I talk to the most is the person that I met them in person. Because
No, but your pause. I'm like, well, she about to say your pause is mad
I was
funny.
like, can I? Are we going to go like?
You don't gotta. I mean, that's you and your business. That never happened to me.
Yeah.
But as she said, she's not gonna. Y'all don't need to know her business like that. If so, if y'all want to know the deep tea, we're gonna start a what's it called? What's some things called that they pay for? A
Patreon.
Patreon. Y'all can hear all about our tea and our dates and our lives. Yeah, I gotta pay for that. But anyway, like she said, the person that she just to let y'all know, Taylor is saying that thing about, she wants people to come up to her and talk to her in real life. Taylor be outside, y'all. Taylor be outside. She got dudes on standby if she needs to. Taylor outside.
It's
So don't
not
think that she
standby.
it's on standby.
No, but it's the fact that why don't y'all? I want to know why don't y'all approach women in person anymore? Like y'all really feel like an app is like, and if they do try to talk to you in person, it's literally just like a yo, you beautiful. Like it's nothing like hi, my name is. What's your? Can I get your number? Like it's never anything. It's just like a saying something as you're like passing by. What is that? I don't.
So I'll answer that question. I'm gonna do my little introduction of dating. I don't know. I guess me and Taylor are different because before Taylor, I was on MySpace heavy in some DMs. I feel like
MySpace. We were not MySpace in high school, child. We're not that old.
I said before. I said a minute ago. I met you like my junior year. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just saying,
You at least have Facebook and Instagram. We were not on MySpace.
who wasn't on MySpace?
You were on MySpace in high school?
Oh, did I say? No, I said before you, before high school.
Before.
Yeah, before high school. I said no because you were talking about online dating and you don't feel like people are real and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I've been online talking to girls, whatever, since
Oh,
MySpace.
like you always been online.
Yeah, like I always been like, like because of
No.
me.
And
Right.
I feel like that's everyone else. That is everyone else, definitely.
Facts. So like with me, I feel like as a guy it's just easy. I feel like men are confident, but they're not that damn confident. Hence why DMs is so simple and they'll
I'm
shoot
like
it.
the most I talked to strangers online was fucking Omegle, and that was at least a camera. Like I can't.
Shout out to Tiny Chat and Uvu. If y'all knew me, I know how that went down. But like being behind of a screen and not having to talk, because me when I was younger, I wasn't that confident in my looks. So it's definitely easier to say some online, and I don't know, it's easier to deal with that rejection or whatever comes of that through a screen instead of in person, because that's where the awkwardness
But
really
I
pops
remember
up.
back in the day, like going to the mall, like niggas was up like trying to talk to you.
Then
Like
at the
it
same time,
would
I feel
talk
like,
to you in person.
but this is the thing,
I
though,
would
right?
go to the mall and come back with a boyfriend.
No, like remember I told you, they would go to DSC and have a girlfriend that night.
Yeah.
But like this is the thing though, at that age though, that beginning high school age, 8th grade, that you don't have the worst confidence in yourself with no confidence at all, or have the most LL Cool
But why
J.
grown men have the confidence to walk
Hold
up?
on. So right, so guys, with me, the online dating thing, it is what it is. I think my quote unquote problem is, it's not a problem. It's just that it's not my. It I'm not a fan of it. Is I guess I'm at the age where people are looking for husbands and looking for marriage and kids. But
Oh
since
god,
I'm
his
in a
experience
true
is
go
so funny
phase,
to me.
um, I Taylor stupid. Being my age, I don't know if it's weird for me to number one not have kids or whatever the case may be. Two, to
That's
not date. A
ridiculous.
lot of people have good surprise. I get asked that question. Or just to seem at my age, I'm not ready for marriage. I feel like people look at me like I'm crazy. Women ask me that all the time. That's like I feel like the second question I get asked. Like, are you ready for kids? Or what's that? Like, what are your intentions? Like, what's going on? Which is cool to ask, though. But I feel like they look at me wild when I say no. I just feel
Your
like,
intentions, okay, but it is crazy to me. Like there is a whole online debate. I guess it has been going on for a while that there are people that date to be married. Like anyone
correct.
that they're dating, they feel like this is a potential marriage partner. And to me, that just sounds like the most ridiculous thing ever. Like it
I
just
think
sounds so
so.
crazy.
This is I think, and I don't, when they ask me that, I answer, and I tell Taylor and everybody else, with me when I'm talking to a woman, my intentions, I put that on Front Street, where I am in my head and what I want,
What are your
and
intentions?
I'm here to catch a vibe. What does that mean to you? I don't know. Like I'm chilling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
looking to settle down. Like, and if that happens, cool. But then I tell them, they're like, "Oh, word." I'm like, it ain't
I just,
happening no time soon. Like, when I tell them that, I put emphasis on that. Like, you ain't finna, I ain't nobody's being bagged by anybody in 4, 5, 6 months. Like, this is gonna be like, I just got out of a 9 to 10 year relationship. Like, y'all think I'm trying to be back with a woman in 6 months? No. You need healing time, and then after the healing time, whatever. I don't need healing time. We don't need healing time. Me and Taylor Gucci, but like, time to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and it's not even be by yourself, and then after you be by yourself, to like love yourself, then you want to date. Like, there's, like, you know what I'm saying, you want to enjoy the stuff that we didn't enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, can I have fun? Can I date around a little? I'm not a whore or anything. I'm not a whore at all, but like,
But
I'm
it's
trying
not
to.
even that. It's just, well, so I came to the conclusion as we've had these conversations multiple times because we really do tell each other everything, all our dates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just came to the conclusion that there are just people who feel like marriage and everything is just like inevitable. Like these things are going to happen in my life no matter what. Like I'm just waiting for
I
when
feel
is
like
this going
90
to happen?
90% of people really think like that, and then they put that in their brain at such a young age, and they have like a mark. Like, I feel like kids growing up be like, man, at 30, I'm gonna be married with
Yeah.
kids, and they keep at 27 be like, shh, I gotta get on the ball, and I'm like,
Yeah.
clearly, me and Taylor have never been those kids. I've never put an age limit on. I'm
No.
like, in my head, I'm like, that'd be cool to have a wife. That'd be cool to have a kid. When? I don't know, because if my shit not together, no, no, that's
But
not
I don't
happening.
even
Like, when
think
it's
I
gonna be
was
together.
there. Like I don't even think it was like
And she didn't even get to that point, yo.
no, because for me, when I saw adults and it was like, who do I want to be? I wanted to be my cousin who had like a different boyfriend every year. Like I wanted to
She
be
just told me
my
this the other day, y'all. I was cracking up.
yes. Like I did not want to be the people who've been married for 20 something years. Like I'm sorry, I just was not like I didn't look at them and be like, "Ooh, that looks fun." Like and even if
So
it like because my parents in my home had like a good relationship, like I feel like
her
what was
parents,
so
both her
good of yeah,
parents,
a
had a
good
great
relationship
relationship.
and
Good
they
relationships, bro.
beautiful
For a
relationship
minute,
and it was just like always laughter. Like it was also always like
they were
joking and
friends. Yeah,
laughing
it
and
was.
friends. Like
Yeah,
love that. It's beautiful. But I
it
still
is.
didn't see that for myself as in like I just still like I was just always like I think it's cool like that my I know this person who can date who has like all these different people that you're talking to and that looks fun. Like at least while I ain't got no kids, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I
So I
don't feel
think,
like marriage is not like my goal in life. Like I don't know. I don't even know what my goal in life is. I just to be like somewhere that I'm happy and content and don't have to like feel like, I'm chasing for something all the time. Like I just want to be happy. But others
yeah.
like it's
So
not it doesn't have to be that serious. And that's why I don't get asking all these type of serious questions like on like
y'all can tell
me
this has been
dating is just getting
burning
to know
her
a
up.
person. What'd you
You
say?
hear me? So y'all
Huh?
can tell this has been burning her up. I've been trying to talk for the last 3 minutes,
Yes.
and Taylor's going in.
No, because you were going on and I was going to say something before. But
Girl, I got so much to say, but go
no,
ahead.
yeah, I
Like,
feel
you've been
like
talking
dating is
about the
just
people
getting
that
to
you
know
don't
a
like.
person, not an interview for my future husband or that this person has to be in my life forever. Because that is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I guess I'm being interviewed. I don't know. I think I'm being interviewed, not you, by
Oh, you talking
women.
about like on your dates?
Girl, nobody, girl, 10 years with you. I ain't nobody, what the hell you interview me about?
No, I thought you
No.
were saying I was interviewing you now.
You know, there's nothing questions you can ask me. No. We talk every day. Nah. Um, uh, I guess me and Taylor agree, but it's a different viewpoints. I haven't seen the happy household with 10, 15 plus together. I haven't seen that. So it's kind of different. That's why I don't have that image in my head either of the marriage and 20 years and everything so beautiful. I've only seen that in movies. Wasn't my grandparents, wasn't my parents. Don't know no aunts and uncles. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different for me when it comes to seeing that and being like, oh, that's what I want my life to be like, because I have no examples. Not say that it wasn't possible, but I have no
And I feel
examples.
like a lot of people don't have examples either.
Correct.
They
Correct. So I
don't.
think
They seen it on TV and stuff too, and they're like, well, that's what everyone does. So like,
right. I think it's very funny, and I still get surprised sometimes when people ask me or random stuff come up to my phone that me and this young lady actually lasted so long. Because I remember telling her, like, after the first year, how my friends, shout out to Chinua and stuff, when me and her that same summer we were dating, he's like, man, y'all finna last for a couple more months in this raps. I said, you're probably right. I ain't expect this thing to last. And, 9 years later is crazy. Like, I think, I was telling her the other day that I had a conversation with somebody
it's
about,
like, honestly, because I never see in my life that way is because this is why I knew that I would like we couldn't kept like it was just like I'm not getting married. So it was just like there's no reason to be in a relationship in my whole like 20s, 30s, 40s, and I know I don't want to get married anytime
I
soon.
knew it wasn't gonna work because we was mad young, and to think that was gonna continue forever is nuts. We
It's like some people do it. It's been done,
not,
but
no,
I'm
no,
just
y'all are not.
like,
Shout out to y'all that did it.
yeah,
I tell Till all the time. I was like, I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I knew it was gonna happen with
like
us.
we
I didn't know
just
what was
knew
gonna
we were
happen.
like having fun as it like we were enjoying it.
Well,
So there's nothing.
and it's kind of, and I always used to tell my mom, like, it's kind of weird to shut it down when everything's going great, especially after when we got the apartment. Like, we were lit. Like, we was like, oh man, we're finna, and we did. We had a great time. You know what I'm saying? Even when it went towards the end, we had a ball that last 2-3 months. We was like,
Mhm.
all right, we moving out this time. Oh, we are lit. We in AC every other week. Like, we was, you know what I'm saying? And people like, how you doing a podcast with this girl? I'm like, you see why? Like, we took that time. We knew we was moving. We talked about it like as adults because that's who we are. Everybody keep asking these dumbass questions. Adults talked about it and split up. How you supposed to? You know what I'm saying? And enjoyed the hell out of each other's time. And
Yeah.
like, and I think that's where I know, like, oh, I probably can get married with someone and settle down because I literally did it with this woman even as a kid, and you mature through that. But that I don't know when that's happening. Like, I like dealing with that and having that. I know it can be a thing. When? Oh, I don't know. 'Cause that's a lot to give yourself to somebody at whatever age you're at and really be all about them. Like, that takes a lot. That's a lot to ask, especially
But
just a
it's
human.
not even like it's a lot if you like the person, if
No,
you
no, no,
have
no, no. But just like, but like, you know how me and you be talking about like being a human and just being attracted to other people, and like just the
yeah.
little things that we talk about. But with being one person, is it work? No, it should never be a job. It was never a job to me and you. But remember, we were just talking about like those little things that like chip away at you, or the
But
what
that's why
ifs, or
it couldn't be the first one. Like that was basically
right.
for
That's
me. You
me and
had
me.
a more
Right.
long term relationship before that, but I that was my first
Yeah,
relationship
yeah, yeah. But
ever.
even then, that is very true. But even then, I knew even if it wasn't your first relationship, me and you were like just because we were so young. Even if it was we met at 20 years old, me and you were not saying from 20 to 7 years old together for 50
Mhm.
years. Like I think me and Taylor talked about like a while ago. Guys, this is not happening. We're not saying this is happening, but like me and Taylor said, like, oh, a breakup might happen. We might meet back up at 35 because we're old as hell and blah, 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 like something like that. Because that makes more sense. And then, sure, sure. But like at that age where we're at, going through high school, through college, a little bit of adulthood, forever, yeah, okay. And don't get me wrong, y'all. She's sitting here and she telling you about kids and marriage. We had conversations about it, but we both knew like, hey, bro, that ain't happening no time
Like
soon.
that ain't even the way
That
down,
we
if it even
and
happened for me.
and lit like guys, and y'all see how she talk. Like me and her behind closed. I love people like behind closed doors. Behind closed doors. Again, we talked about it, and but it had to be the perfect situation. I feel like that's how it should be for everybody. But it's not like that. People be just having kids just because sex feel good and fuck a condom, right? Y'all are tripping. I'd literally just seen something else right there. Like this is on Twitter. There's like it's gonna be unpopular opinion, but I think nobody should ever be in a relationship till you got your shit in order. Why are y'all both doing some crazy shit like that to yourself? Y'all
And
are
it's
not
not
meant to.
well. It's I don't like a relationship. Like that's what I
That's
just
what I'm saying.
like
You're like
just
that
enjoy each
exclusive
other's
stuff.
time. Like why can't you? And I feel like it's mainly because patriarchy and wanting to own and feeling like this is my girl, this is my vagina, so
And you
whatever.
can't run. But the thing is that sucks about it. You can't even run away from that because everybody has a mentality. So it's
Everyone,
it's really rare to run into somebody that's like, sure we can vibe. Like, I'm dating people, you dating people, cool. Like, and you know, we kick it, you cool. But it's like you got to cut off everybody, clear that phone out, blah 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 blah. And it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, you know,
And
that is
but
so.
that's why I just like what I felt like, am I that rare person? I just don't want to know. Like I don't have to, but I won't go looking. Like I'm not looking through your phone. I don't want to see your like you know. I just want to enjoy the time that we have. Cause whatever you do whenever I'm not there, okay. Cause I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do when you're not there. Like to me, so it's just like I feel like everyone should just enjoy the time you have with that person because this person is not your person. Like they are their own individual. You don't
And
have to
at the
be
end
all
of the
up in the
day,
business and
the
everything.
brute honesty with all this stuff is that y'all are not dying together. You're going to die alone, and life will know. And it's not to say like don't be with somebody because you're going to die alone, but like don't make your end all be all to be with somebody that you don't know how long that's going to last for. You don't know what their intentions are, what they're thinking. You could be with somebody and they don't even like you like that, which is a lot of relationship. There's just so much that goes into it, and it's like all that stuff you talking about. Me and Taylor can really go into relationship shit and break it down. Y'all can be like, damn, and y'all know that a lot of niggas that come with it. It's not a job, but it's just like so much that stress and stuff that you don't want to deal with when, like Taylor said, there's a lot of us that don't even know what you want to do or nowhere near that point yet or working so hard to get there. Not to say that a relationship won't help
Because
it.
for real, if you're not going to even date until you have your whole life together, there's a chance that you may not ever date. Because
Facts.
and like what does that even mean to have your life together? Does that mean you have your
Right.
own place?
Like
Like with no
literally
roommates?
for me, I was like, when it comes to exclusivity, can I at least have my own spot? But when I get my own spot, I'm not even gonna want to do that. Can I have my own spot and be with my own spot? Please, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm. And then it's
yeah,
also because I remember because girls will say like their guys are always talking about how they want to have their life established before they get married and like we can build together. But I feel like if you guys are going to build together, then that's going to happen naturally. Like that's not a conversation that you have on the first date
right.
with someone. Like that's what I don't understand. That's what confuses me is that because he'll be telling me about like the dates and I'll just be like, for me, my first dates is just like dancing, drinks, good
Every day's
times.
be a vibe, yeah. It do not be no hard hitting
Like I'm not sitting here trying
conversation.
to interrogate you because
But
I
then
don't care
this is
that much. Like I'm just
I
trying to
tell
enjoy this. Like
I tell Taylor again, Taylor's intentions and these women's intentions. Not even that that I'm talking to, but just in general, are different. Taylor's not looking for a husband or even looking for a boyfriend. She's just looking to have
no,
fun.
I'm looking to go out sometimes. Like
So yeah, that sometimes. The one thing about
yeah,
Taylor, yeah, I don't know,
like
she loves her alone time. So
yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes
alone
that's why I'm
time.
like twice the month at the max, maybe. Is what I'm really looking for.
I know because I'm like Taylor's not a weekday person, so it'll be a weekend, 2 times a
Hmm.
weekend. The other 2 weekends is to herself. Facts.
Yeah,
Y'all be like, damn, twice, and Taylor's like, you think about it? Oh yeah, another thing. If y'all watching this, y'all think she's really cute and trying to holler. Stop hitting her up on weekdays to pull up on a Wednesday. She's not trying to like. That's not. Remember, these happened to you in the beginning. Taylor be like,
hmm
"Yo, y'all don't have work," and I used to crack up.
yeah.
We'd be
Well,
both
because
on our lunch break
right now, because I have another thing that was very annoying was no one gives you. They're like, oh, I want to take you out, and then it's
and
no
preach.
time, no date, no plans, no anything. So I'm just like, what are you lying to me for? Weird.
Oh yeah, to answer your question, right? Shout out. I think I told Taylor about it. Shout out to my two boys out here, Brian and Dre. If y'all listening, shout out to y'all. I told her when I met them, they are some straight shooters. Wherever we go together, they are on a mission to get numbers. They don't care if they're denied.
But
If you
then
say
that's
what's up,
annoying too because then it's more of just a sport. Like you're not
no,
actually
no, no.
trying to.
Oh,
Are they just collecting
yeah.
numbers and comparing at the
No,
end
so
of
okay, so oh Lord. So no,
mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, I'll be like, how much you get? How many you get? That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
That's not what's happening. But that's not what's happening. But if you are attractive, they are going to approach you. You know what I'm saying?
But are they going to use the number? Are
I
you
don't
just
ask
getting
them.
the number?
So that's the thing. They talk to each other more about that because they know I'm not on that type of time like that. I might talk to two women or one. I'm good. Like if you're talking to three, they be like, yo, you talk to what's her name? You got to like that's what they do. I don't be like, yo, that joint from the other week. Did you? Because I know you got more than one, and I know 9 times out of 10 you ain't talking to 2 of them girls, probably. So to do that every week and think about that, Taylor, you ain't finna use all them numbers. You're one person. So maybe it is a sport for them. I don't know. They're younger than me, so at that age, it probably is a sport. But anyway, what I was saying is shout out to them to showing me like Taylor said, a lot of men are I don't know why y'all are scared to approach women. I don't know if y'all just think they don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all been neglected a lot in y'all life. Watching them to do it, I'm like, oh, go up and have a conversation. I think I told you that one time that happened. And it's like, y'all be surprised. Again, man, if y'all are people that don't go talk to women, please go do that. When you're approaching them, please just talk normal, like they're a regular human being that
For real.
have a normal conversation. That what up, my shorty was good. All that stuff is mad weird. That sounds mad played out.
Weird.
Like I walked. Remember I told you about I think I did like the older woman. I just had a normal conversation. She's like, "Oh, how old are you?" Told her mine. She's like, "Whoa," but it was like a normal conversation, and she was cool. Even other girls are my age. Normal conversation, y'all. They be chilling. They'll have a normal conversation with you, but the tone is really set off, y'all. Bros, please listen about how y'all approach them and the way y'all approach them. Because when y'all come up with a different kind of vibe or kind of energy, that's where y'all get that energy back. Y'all think women are so standoffish. Nah, bro. It's the way you approach them. There's a very low number majority of women that even if you approach them nice, don't want to hear you or see what you're talking about because they never plan on being bothered and they don't want to be bothered. So there goes that, right? Taylor, you can say that. Like, why are you making a face for it?
Cause I'm just like, niggas are lazy. Like, what is wrong with y'all? It's
I
never giving
talk.
me a time, a date to do anything.
Oh,
Like, I'm
oh yeah.
telling you,
Yeah.
like
The
other
guys
than
that
the,
she's talking about, the guys that
hmm
she's talking about. No, I was like the guys that she's talking about. If you ever hit her up or have her number, y'all ain't playing y'all date. Please plan a date and tell her the time and the place on the weekend. She'll come. For y'all
like,
to, I've never like if I wanted to talk to you, wanted to take you out, right? That is going to happen.
but that's why
When?
I
Don't.
don't force it because I'm just like, well, obviously you don't want to. Like, obviously, and that's why I don't be making
I
nobody
said
do
that's
nothing
another.
they don't want to do.
I told you that's another funny thing that's out here. These women do not be playing. Like if I get their number and we talking, they're like, um,
But
nigga, what is
I'm
next weekend?
not with a nigga
I
that
be
don't
like,
like me. Stay ass over
right,
there.
right, like, nigga, what are you doing tomorrow? Like, nigga, what? Not to, and I'm,
But
to
then,
each his own.
so 2 dates that I got was from having to like post on Instagram that I wanted to do
Taylor with
something.
the pants, y'all. Taylor with the pants. She switched. She
I'm
switched.
like,
The
I want to do
duality.
something. Somebody take me out. Now niggas
Into
wanna
guys,
pop up.
a IG post. Can I spill little beans? Not beans. I'm not gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is all in one day, y'all. She's bored, posted it, got one blah blah blah, and then somebody else seen that and went blah blah blah. If y'all get what I'm saying, without getting what I'm saying.
Because
Hold on, time out,
no,
guys.
I'm
Wait,
explaining.
wait.
No,
Hold
I'm
on, guys.
explaining.
No. I want to say something funny though,
Mm,
guys. Taylor with that post killed 2 birds with one stone. All right, go ahead.
that's what I'm
That's
explaining.
that's
Because
what
the
I
person that
know.
I was mainly talking to that I met in person, also, we went on the first date, but the second date, not try to give me a date, a time, just like, oh, when are you gonna see? When are you gonna see? Okay. So I'm like, I want somebody to take me out. And I got someone else to take me out.
And then what?
Oh, and then he hit me back like, "Oh, stop playing." And then we had a date, a couple of days later.
A daily Taylor, yo, she had a weekend full of dates, dog. Taylor, when she called me and told me that, I said, "Hey, bro, you lit. Back to back dates? No, you hot. You hot out here in these streets." But nah, y'all see how she did that? Taylor had to be a thug real quick. Like, that's some. Y'all ever seen some shit like that?
Yeah, I don't
Do
even
you
understand
imagine?
you. Like, I'm not. Y'all do like,
Yo,
nigga.
if Taylor tell y'all her shit, she going out here, like how she really like a nigga, low key, how she be like what Taylor planning dates, making niggas switch up, and Taylor. We talk about aggressive women. Taylor's not aggressive, but she be like,
Not.
let me look. See, she not, but
I'm
Taylor's
like,
bullshit. Set some shit up. You feel me? Shout out to her, yo. Get ya. Why are you with Taylor? I'm like, you see that right there? Niggas assertive, nigga. Fuck is we doing? I'm just kidding. She was never like that with me.
I just know I
Tell him,
can't do
Taylor.
about talk. I don't want to sit here and text with you. Like, I don't know you. I don't give a fuck about
You hear
anything.
me?
For real. Hmm?
I said, tell the woman out there if I want you, or if I want to go out, we finna go out, and I'm planning the dates, and I'm pulling up, and we outside.
No, that only happened once. so you can see what the fuck I want. Like I'm saying, this will happen once.
No, I said tell them that I do that. Like if I say something, you finna go out. Me? You talking about me? I'm talking about hype me up. This nigga, I'm like,
Okay.
whoa, happened once. I knew you for 9 years. The fuck are you talking about? Happened once.
Oh,
Sorry.
what did you say? You said you do what?
So tell the woman out there, like, if I want to take you out, I'm gonna take you out. I'm paying for the date. I'm gonna set
Yeah,
up the
better
plan, the time.
though.
I'm just saying, tell them that I'm. Damn, nigga, I said hype me up.
Yes, you do that, but like, yeah, you're a
It was
man. Like,
stupid.
yeah.
All right, guys. She gave me the backhand accomplish. Like, that's what you better do. Like, I do that, yo. Just in case y'all was wondering, I set up a time, place, I'm gonna actually take y'all out. I don't. When Taylor tells me certain things, I feel like it's make believe, but then I hear from like a family member, I'm like, oh no. And then there's somebody else, I'm like, oh, this is niggas is really like this. Because to ask a girl for her number, to hit up a girl, get her attention, get her number, then really fumble with that. And I don't think y'all niggas understand, like, these girls don't really have time. Like, this person to my right on the camera, she will cut you off without you even thinking you getting somewhere. Like, yeah, you will, because they niggas waste your
I
time. You
feel
get
like
bored
even cut
quickly.
off is like, it needs.
It's
I
too
would have to
much.
have more relation with you to even be able to cut you off.
Y'all hear that? So if y'all not even stepping to the plate and y'all wasting time, she not gonna cut y'all out. Y'all never existed.
Yeah, like it's not even cut.
Act like
It's
Taylor's
like
like act like
your
you never got
number's
the
not even
number.
saved. So it's
Y'all,
like,
yo, hold on, Taylor. Like until y'all take me on a date, it's a number. I don't even. And if you take him on a date, you still might just have a
if I have
number.
not met you, then I'm not saving your number. You're
Hey,
just a person
yo,
like that's out here. Like I don't know.
I'm a snitch on Taylor. Hey, Taylor will save it when she feel like you deserve your name to be saved. You can take me on a date. If
Yeah.
I ain't really fuck with it, your name's still not saved. I be doing the same thing too, though. You kind of gotta not earn that, but like y'all finna be here more than 2 weeks.
So when I did start to save numbers is because it was just like it was too. I was like, let me not get confused because
Taylor was like, "Oh, Lord, I'm talking to two. I
juggling,
feel you. I feel you. Oh, did you just look up like you popping your shit? And she's annoying.
So
Hey,
I
yo,
mean,
that
listen, this is my first time being out here. Like, I'm
guys, I
having
ain't gonna
fun.
lie. I ain't gonna.
Like,
She not having fun right now at this moment because niggas is weirdos. But
yeah,
that stretch, y'all, right before the summer kicked in, Taylor's. Hey, she would tell me her story. Oh my God, word. Like Taylor lit. Technically, she can
so
have a
now
mini roster,
I'm back out there
and they still fumbling this shit. Niggas is crazy.
because I still really
Look at her
have.
face. Look at her face. Look at her face.
I'm just like I still haven't really taken anyone serious from the internet. Not taking anyone serious in general, but still, like I'm not talking. Like I don't.
Hey, anytime. So I'm not. We ain't finna talk about Taylor because it's been a lot of time. But like when Taylor be talking to these dudes, I'm like, oh, you like somebody? She be like, nigga, I ain't a player. That should be so funny. Yo. Who? Like who? Player? Not even a player, but
It's
she
just
just.
not even a player.
It's not a player,
I know men. Not even I know men. I'm just aware of how they can
guys.
be, and I'm not getting my feelings up in any of that because I
Guys, y'all remember
know
playing?
I'm not doing that.
Guys, y'all remember playing house as a kid, and you'd be like fake boyfriend, fake girlfriend, which y'all like y'all friend or something. Taylor's out here doing that in real life. Like she will make you feel like you feel me, and for real, this is fun. Like Taylor's a savage, y'all. Not in a bad way, but that should be hilarious. Look at her face, like that is a y'all don't know.
Just like, isn't that the fun? Isn't that the fun of it all?
It's fun to you
To
outside and get caught up.
pretend.
You hear me? Hold
Huh?
on, this how much of a savage Taylor is before we end this joint soon. I remember I told one time I was like, yo, suppose I'm on a date and I'm somewhere and some other joint see me on a date. That's mad awkward. Taylor's like, that'd be kind of fun for real, for real. See if a nigga get jealous. I said, hey, bro, what are you talking about? Did
It's
you say
all
that?
for
Look at her.
it's all for
Look,
the
look, look,
plot.
look, look. Oh yeah, and then hold on, guys. So I created. So when Taylor was going through her hot girl
No, I
phase,
created that. What are you
did
talking
you?
about?
I thought I
Yes,
did that.
because
I thought I
it's
said
my
storybook time.
story. It's my story, and I was saying I'm just doing it for the plot. Like I have to
Hey,
just
I
hurry
started
up.
that, y'all. I said it's a storybook. I don't know shit about because
What the
I
fuck,
told her
Johnny?
I told her she became an entertainment. Like this is matter of fact, she said plot. I said she my entertainment of my life right now because I was
He
doing
said I
shit.
was on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh yeah, I just said she was on Love and Hip Hop back then. That shit was wild. Oh well, no comment. We ain't gonna go into nothing, but hey, when we set up our Patreon, y'all finna get some hilarious stuff from both of us. But until then, just know we're both enjoying our time being single. We both we both, when y'all ask how we best friends and stuff, clearly we talk all the time. Clearly,
Because we sitting here telling each other all the tea.
I know y'all really be funny. So y'all heard so again, Taylor's very funny. So I'm more nosy than she is because I ain't never had this, and like she hates it. But then she's like, okay, like there'll be times where like I be all in her business, and then times when I like don't say nothing, she be like, okay, you didn't ask. So like, look, she be like, okay, something happened. Let me tell you real quick because she's so used to telling me. Like lately, I've been kind of like whatever.
I'll give
But
you a
now
little
she be like,
brief of the
I
breakdown.
know. That's the thing, and then I'd be like, "Where?" She'd be like, "All right, cool. Let me update you real quick." I'm like, Cause before when she was outside, I was like, "Oh, word," because y'all don't understand. If y'all know Taylor, you know she's at least to me, she's quiet and content. But now she outside, she's like, "I'm doing this. I'm my dates, what I want to do, dates, dance." So I was all up in it. I'm mad. I didn't even know that was who I was being nosy, but now that I got a best friend that really outside and I can like. I can even learn y'all women more, but just talking to her, like, is she every woman? No, but like just hearing how y'all maneuvering. Oh yeah, oh
And
y'all like that.
he's told me stuff that like girls have done, and I'd be like just being able to. I just being at the one thing I'm thinking about is
Wait,
like
hold
how
on, Tay, hold
girls
on,
spin the
Tay,
block, like how
hold on,
y'all stop
Tay.
talking, huh? Oh, we're going
I
like way
love
back.
y'all. Cause it's cool, right? Cause now me and you, we gotta clip this, and these dating jones are gonna be the ones that they, you feel me? Oh, let's fast forward to the dating part. But shout out to y'all for sticking around. This is stuff we're gonna start talking about. We might make a separate segment because we can clearly give y'all tea and game. But go ahead, spinning the block. You're crazy.
No,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
just the fact that you was like, oh, this girl, we stopped talking, and then she hit me back up, and I was like, you can do that. I was like, oh,
Oh well, as a woman, I'm like niggas do it all the
yeah. I
time.
was like,
Oh,
okay.
girls be on Twitter like, man, I'm gonna get my nigga back. Oh, yeah. Or like for the fun, like let me hit up this nigga, blah blah blah. Because I know
Yeah,
he
I
can
was
handle it. Like the Taylor, the power y'all women have.
like,
I know, yeah. A girl spinning her block was crazy. I told my baby cousin, make sure you get some locks. They love it. That's how it be. But nah, yeah, spinning up Taylor stupid. She was like, there's a couple of times I would say something to Taylor about my situation, not my situation, my life, dating life, and she'd be like, oh really? Let me do that right now. Like, nigga, why should like you gave me motivation? I'm like, bro, shut up. Oh yeah, back to the funny part, right, y'all? Before we end. I'm the nosy one, right? And when she says I don't want to know anything about niggas, she means that even to me. Like, tell me, like, what are you doing? I don't even want to hear about you. Da, 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 da. Like, da, da, da. Shut up. I don't. Let me tell you about my tea though. Da, 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 shut up.
because you be
Let me
wanting
know.
to know.
I know. And then like, yeah, I do, y'all. Because it's entertaining. Y'all don't understand. Like, if y'all ever cool, like even with y'all friends, like how girls be doing that, and then niggas do it too. It's just so funny that this is a girl and this is my best friend. So like, why not ask her? But it's weird because obviously it's my ex. But like, it's funny. That's how y'all know like we're in a comfortable space of like what you do. Do. Like at first it was definitely weird. She thought I was crazy, but now she's like, nigga, these niggas, blah blah blah. And then it's like, I'm like, yo, Taylor, can you believe? And then that's how we
He
talk to each other.
be
It's beautiful.
he. I gotta. He be sounding like a little internet nigga sometimes.
What I be saying? You about?
I don't want to do this. I don't want to take these girls out. I don't want to take all these different girls out. Wanna...
Whoa,
And I,
guys! I don't know if I said those exact words. Hey, you're wilding. Now we gotta cut that out. That's crazy. What I said was, I'm gonna say what I said. I know what she's saying. You're mad annoying. That was crazy. Yo, you putting my business on Front Street. We ain't even talking about your business, loving hip
we
hop. But
did talk
I
about my business.
no, you just put me like I got a bunch of women out here
Not
that
a
want me.
bunch, but like if you're talking to two girls, you don't want to. You were like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to take
Hey
them out.
yo, yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Okay.
Look at her face. Look at her face. She's like, Taylor's evil, bro. Anyway, what the yo? Anyway, so this is the thing. I'm gonna say this. Okay. What it was, right? I personally believe men are different. Men will take every single woman that they talk to or engage with out on a date. I personally am not going to do that. Not just I'm not. No. Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Like
Listen to what I'm
niggas
saying to
not
you.
giving me a date. They like, I'm talking to this other girl. She tried to. I gotta take her out on a date. Yeah, niggas is
Hey, yo. Okay, so number one, right,
annoying.
guys? Am I balling? No, but do I have money? Yes. Can I take women on date? Yes. But man, pick and choose the women. Like this is a thing, and Taylor know the game. Taylor's here. Taylor's how she is right now. I don't want to be comfortable. I don't want to. Just take me out, call me cute, spend your money on me. You gotta watch out for certain women like that because certain women is like mad, like, oh yeah, you gotta take me to the blah blah blah. And then I'm like,
I'm not saying
whoa.
that got to be the most expensive place.
But no, hold on. But Taylor, that's you. There's some women out here that are like, I can take myself this and there. Why don't you take me to somewhere better? Like you, there. That's the thing. And I'm like, on a first date, why would you ever think that I'm finna do any of it? I'm not taking you to Brazilian steakhouse with the $50 dessert on a first date. I don't know you. You feel me? And if we're texting and I don't feel that vibe and connection, then no, you're not getting a date. I'm not taking every girl I talk to on a date. That's not a thing. Because you know what happens after that? It's a bunch of like you said, not even a small talk, just a conversation of texting. Because what are we doing?
And
With
that's
this?
what I don't want to do it. That's
Right.
what
But you just want to
But you're
randomly
good
get
at
hit up.
conversation. You can talk.
I'm okay. I'm great. That don't mean I want to talk to everybody every day throughout the make a schedule for you to talk to me. That schedule is wild. Exactly. This is the first year ever in my life I had to use Do Not Disturb. Like, what in the world? Like, I've never in my life. Exactly. Guys, again, ignore Taylor. I do not have a bunch of women. That is not what's going on. She's just saying, when everyone that's out there doing it together, and I don't. I feel like with women too. Women do the same thing. Women, and I've seen this on TikTok. Taylor showed me this. Women get bored and will swipe on niggas on apps just to be bored and see what the fun is and who like back. Is she not finna talk to y'all niggas? And if four y'all get her number, she's not going on dates with all four of y'all. She might do a selection. You feel me? Right, Tay?
If all four won't actually get you and have you on a date. That's the thing.
I guess that's a caveat of, or that's the flip side to what I just said. Not everyone is gonna even get ahead of balls to take you out on a date. But even then, like, it's just
Because
like
they thinking like you. Because they like, I got so many chicks I'm talking to.
hey,
I
bro,
can't.
stop doing this again. Stop. All right, if she's doing
And
that,
I
hey
get it. I
man,
mean, I get it as in like, capitalism and you're not trying to spend all this money on all these people. I get it. I'm not trying to talk to all these people.
hold on, guys. And
So
then for the women out there, and again, I have the money to take women out. That's cool. My mother said to me on the phone, "Little nigga, you better not be taking all these women on dates." She said that a lot. Well, my dad next to me, he was like, "You right, Leah. Shit expensive." And my dad said to me, he's like, "The first date, you better split the bill." I'm like, "Dad,
she
you
said
have to
split
pay."
it.
That nigga says, "Nigga." That's what my mom was like. Damn, oh, you better not be going on a bunch of dates. He's like, I know. Taylor knows. Every time I'm going to pay the bill. Don't ever be out with me and think you're gonna touch a bill. That's not gonna be a thing. It's just funny. Like, yes, guys, I'm not. Whatever. I'm mad you really said that. Like, I'm out here with all these women. You tripping? I'm chilling. Anyway, guys. Look. All a roster full of football team right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Football team. Taylor, tell everybody the number of people that be in your blacks randomly. Tell them the high number you have. Over 500
But bruh,
people. I've never seen that many. Never.
shout out to things like Black, because fucking coming here and also with the whole new to dating, coming here and being on Tinder and it was like no niggas. I had to go on Black, so shout out to them. Because coming from the area that we come from, like never thought I would have to go on an app that I needed specifically Black people. Like never even thought about that. But yeah, that's shout out to that.
Again, guys, me and her are both single, having fun, enjoying the time that we spend with the
Enjoying
people
the
that we do
20s,
spend
because I
time
feel
with.
like this is that's what everyone should be doing.
Enjoying the 20s. And men and women do not feel bad about not going on every date of everybody that pops up. What Taylor just said, I don't feel bad at all. You know why? Because I honestly feel like not everybody deserves your time. Just talking is
If you
enough.
wasting my time in messages, you want to take me on a date, and especially if you're talking about it, saying that you want to take me on a date, then you better give me a fucking date, or we're not talking anymore. Period.
And that has happened. That has happened. But that's the thing. Women
Watch me really have to like I started responding to people again. I'm like, if none of these niggas give me a date, I have to post another Instagram thing talking about somebody take me out.
And that's the thing. And they be niggas in her DMs, and not every one of them be like blah blah blah. They be like, "What's up?" And they still don't be on. It be one person out of the Y'all niggas is crazy. Guys, what y'all learn from this? If you're in your 20s, y'all not taken, enjoy your single time, date, have fun, learn yourself, love yourself. Men, if you see a girl that's attractive in person and you think you might be interested, say something. Women, I have no advice. I don't know. Keep doing your thing.
Girl, my advice to y'all is stop looking at every one of these niggas like a potential marriage partner because they're not. Like, literally just enjoy the little bit of fun that y'all might have. Enjoy the dates. Enjoy hanging out. Hopefully they're interesting because a lot of these niggas don't be that interesting. If they're interesting, funny, like you have even more of a good time. Like stop, like you don't have to get married. It doesn't, and especially on the first date, like it doesn't. I don't know, because then also, like, I know my experience is different because some of these women have just been dealing with this for like years and years and years of just like going on dates and going on dates, and you're just like, I'm sick of this. I don't want to do. So I know everyone's situation is different, but
What's your
if
situation? What's your
you're,
experience?
I feel like if you put less pressure on yourself to make it a marriage, it would probably be more enjoyable.
You hear me? What's your experience? What's different between you and these women?
It's because I've just been in a long term relationship this whole time. So this is all just new to me. Like this isn't like I haven't having to deal with this for like, years. Like I'm just like every experience is just like, oh, what is this going to be like? Like who, like, is it more of a, just having fun than like trying to lock something down.
Right, like Taylor said, unless you run into a nigga like me that's funny and entertaining that can keep conversation,
I'm just saying that that's at least going to be enjoyable. He doesn't have to be your husband, but you can at least have a good time.
can have a good time. She said it, y'all. She said it, y'all. Not to say that I'm not husband material, but
All right,
just
we
this
are
is
an hour and 20 minutes. We need to
just
go.
enjoy our time. This is why we need to do this separately as its own thing because clearly we can talk about it. But yeah, you have any more questions about us? Y'all can always ask. You want to know more about her love and hip hop story? Y'all can always ask. That doesn't mean you're going to get the
That's
answer.
gonna
No, no,
be
no, no, no.
I'm putting my business out there for free.
Right. Right. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Episode 13, the longest one ever. Let us
I
know
know.
if you want to
Like we
listen
should.
to
I
this.
feel like it might be separated. Honestly, we
What
have to
this?
just put
Yeah.
this dating
Yeah.
part and put it as a separate.
If y'all want us to
I
talk,
feel
just
like
talk
it's like
about
40 minutes.
dating, definitely is. We stopped at like 40, 45.
Yeah.
We did say that before we called like the joint for it to be long. But if y'all listen, when y'all listen to this and y'all want us to like separate and talk about dating and young and whatever, we would love to do that because we talk about this all the time. So shout out to y'all. Episode 13. Her face is so funny. Miss Bag and Nigga Call.
I don't have that much to say about it, but
No, but even the questions, you didn't really dive in. Remember, you was like, I'm going to ask you a lot about certain things. You didn't really ask me nothing. You kind of digged on why you don't like dating or why niggas are annoying to you. But you're more interesting. Your stories are definitely more interesting anyway. So, episode 13, subscribe, follow Xy's podcast on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, TikTok. You feel me on everything. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much. And we are
subscribe. Bye.
out of here.
Bye.